The giant potato weighed in at 7.9 kilograms.
Many gardeners find immense satisfaction in achieving a bountiful harvest, taking pride in their accomplishments. Whether it's producing larger-than-ever carrots or colossal beauties, gardening enthusiasts revel in their remarkable yields. Some may even marvel at the size of their giant potatoes. However, these triumphs pale in comparison to the astonishing feats of nature. From a mind-boggling 11-pound lemon that defied all expectations to an enormous 18-pound potato, behold 15 of the most extraordinary fruits and vegetables ever cultivated. These gargantuan specimens showcase the awe-inspiring power of nature's abundance and the relentless dedication of those such marvels from the earth.
That is the largest pumpkin ever grown in North America.
Number 15, 21.5 pounds leeks. In the world of gardening, a 21.5-pound leek is no small feat. Meet Paul Rochester from the UK, a gardener whose green thumb prowess has led to a plethora of leek-centric dishes, including the classic leek and potato soup. Paul's gardening journey was deeply influenced by his late father, Wilfred, who imparted the wisdom of horticulture. Little did he know that his father's guidance would set the stage for his own world record-breaking vegetable production. In 2014, Paul achieved the extraordinary, cultivating a mammoth 21.5-pound leek that resembled a miniature palm tree. Unveiling the secret behind his oversized vegetables, including a 15-pound onion from a previous harvest, might surprise you. It's not rooted in mystical rituals or genetic modification. Paul's secret weapon? Swing music by Glenn Miller. Every day he serenades his vegetable patch with tunes like In the Mood and Moonlight Serenade from a trusty cassette tape, believing that the music helps his plants thrive. Of course, music alone isn't responsible for Paul's success. He combines his harmonious melodies with ample fertilizer, consistent hydration, and a generous dose of tender, loving care. Paul's gardening domain is not limited to leeks. He cultivates an array of vegetables, including tomatoes, cabbages, cauliflower, parsnips, carrots, and potatoes. It's said that he spends more time in his vegetable plot than inside his own house. Now let's shift our focus to an astonishing discovery, a gargantuan watermelon that defies the limits of what can grow in a garden. This colossal melon occupies the entire rear of a substantial truck, securely fastened to prevent any mishaps. The question arises, is this a genuine watermelon, or is it a prop of some kind? Could someone genuinely coax such a massive fruit from their garden? Number 14, 11-pound lemon. When life hands you lemons, they say to make lemonade. But when Aharon Shamol, a farmer from Kfar Zedum, Israel, offers you lemons, you'd better have some sturdy muscles to handle them. Weighing in at an astonishing 11 pounds and 9.7 ounces, Aharon's lemon shattered all previous records in 2003. To put this into perspective, his lemon outweighed the former record holder, a lemon grown by Donald and Charlotte Knutson of Whittier, California, by a substantial margin. The Knutsons' lemon tipped the scales at a mere 8 pounds and 8 ounces. Aharon's lemon is so massive that it surpasses the weight of a human head and boasts a circumference of 29 inches, standing nearly 14 inches tall. This extraordinary lemon didn't grow in isolation. It sprouted on Aharon's citrus farm in Israel, and interestingly, it wasn't a solitary giant. 2 lemons from his farm shared similar colossal dimensions, with one being slightly larger than the other. These extraordinary lemons clinched a world record for their remarkable size. Fortunately for the farm workers tasked with picking these gargantuan fruits, the rest of the lemons on Aharon's citrus farm remained of regular size. The average lemon typically weighs around 3 to 4 ounces. This means that Aharon's record-breaking lemon was a staggering 97% larger than the average lemon, a testament to nature's potential for producing astonishing outliers. Number 13. 7-pound grapefruit. If you stumbled upon what Louisiana man Doug Meyer is clutching in his hand, you might be forgiven for thinking it's a peculiarly colored basketball. It shares a striking resemblance in size, but this unique yellow orb is, in fact, a grapefruit of epic proportions. The colossal citrus weighed in at a staggering 7 pounds and 14.6 ounces, a marvel cultivated by Mary Beth and Doug Meyer. In 2019, their extraordinary grapefruit not only claimed the title of the world's heaviest grapefruit, but also secured the record for the largest in circumference, measuring a whopping 28 3/4 inches. It's nearly as colossal as an NBA basketball, although attempting a bounce would be ill-advised. Remarkably, this grapefruit outshone the previous record holder from Brazil in 2006 by a substantial 13.6 ounces. Ordinary grapefruits typically measure around 3.9 to 5.9 inches in diameter and weigh a mere 7 ounces. It's evident that this grapefruit never received the memo on average fruit size. The official declaration of this astounding achievement came in late 2019 when equipment from the State Agriculture and Forestry Commission was employed to perform precise measurements. Subsequently, the Meyers were honored with a certificate during an official ceremony in August 2019, substantiating their remarkable feat. Number 12. 18-pound pineapple. In the picturesque region of Bakewell in Northern Territory, Australia, Christine McCallum has been nurturing her passion for pineapple cultivation for years. However, her motivation isn't solely the delectable and sweet fruit itself. It's also her ingenious way of keeping her dogs and grandchildren from trampling her garden. Little did she know that a serendipitous accident in 2011 would lead to her growing the world's most massive pineapple, tipping the scales at a remarkable 18.25 pounds. This colossal achievement snatched the title away from E. Kamuk of Ice Village, Papua New Guinea, whose pineapple weighed 17 pounds and 12 ounces. Christine's impressive pineapple had been planted 2.5 years before it was unearthed, and she was astounded by its colossal size. She had simply used water to nurture it. Not only did it surpass 18 pounds, but it also stretched over 12 inches in length and boasted a girth of more than 25 inches. According to Christine, her giant pineapple makes regular-sized ones look like mere infants. Regrettably, there won't be an opportunity to breed more giant pineapples from her record holder, as it didn't produce offshoots. Nonetheless, she's keeping a close watch on the fruit that bore this incredible pineapple, hoping to break her own record in the future. Number 11. 18-pound onion. An onion's pungent aroma can bring tears to your eyes, but imagine the flood of tears you'd shed in the presence of Tony Glover's record-breaking onion from the UK. This gargantuan onion, weighing an astonishing 18 pounds and 11 ounces, is a jaw-dropping 25 times larger than your typical 12-ounce onion. Measuring around 32 inches in circumference, it looks like a supermarket onion on steroids. Tony Glover, hailing from Moira, South Derbyshire, is no stranger to gardening and vegetable cultivation, having nurtured his green thumb since the age of 16. While he's successfully grown onions weighing around 5 pounds in the past, this endeavor marked his maiden voyage into the realm of record-breaking produce. Luck didn't solely contribute to the growth of this colossal vegetable. Tony meticulously cultivated it in his greenhouse, where temperature control is key. Heated in winter and cooled in summer, Tony's greenhouse is equipped with grow lights to mimic sunshine and a diet of nitrogen-based nutrients to ensure optimal growth conditions. Humidity levels are carefully maintained, serving as a recipe for success. To put Tony's achievement in perspective, his onion surpasses the previous record holder, Peter Glazebrook from Nottinghamshire, by a remarkable 10 ounces. Tony's onion is truly a titan among vegetables, making it clear that with the right care and conditions, even the most ordinary vegetables can achieve extraordinary proportions. Number 10. 113-pound marrow. Imagine stumbling upon a marrow that weighs a staggering 113 pounds. That's precisely the reality that Ken Date, a resident of Norfolk, UK, experienced. He now proudly holds the title of growing the world's largest marrow. While it may not win any beauty contests, it doesn't need to. Its massive size speaks volumes. Ken's journey into the world of cultivating colossal marrows began after he retired. He attributes his record-breaking success to years of experience, coupled with ideal soil drainage afforded by reclaimed marshland. Ken also emphasizes the importance of having the right seeds, a bit of luck, and favorable weather conditions. Marrows thrive in warm, humid climates, and Ken ensures they receive at least 2 hours of rainfall twice a week. Ken's dedication to developing seeds over 2 decades has made him the envy of fellow gardeners. During shows he attended, when he cut open one of his marrows, it drew a crowd eager to witness these extraordinary creations. Ken's marrows are anything but ordinary. They're a testament to the incredible potential of nature when nurtured with care and expertise. Number 9. 8-pound tomato Dan McCoy, hailing from Minnesota, decided to diversify his giant vegetable growing portfolio. After successfully cultivating colossal pumpkins for 3 years, he embarked on a new challenge, growing massive tomatoes. Dan opted for the Big Zack variety, known for naturally producing large tomatoes on a mega bloom, and let nature take its course. The outcome was nothing short of astonishing. Dan not only shattered a world record with his 8.41-pound tomato, but did so in an area renowned for its shorter growing season compared to most other regions globally. Such a feat speaks volumes about his horticultural talent. Dan initiated his tomato growing journey in April 2014, sowing the Big Zack tomato seed. He then transplanted it into his garden that May, patiently nurturing it until it bore a substantial blossom. By achieving this, he triumphed over the previous tomato record of 7 pounds and 12 ounces, a record that had remained unbroken for nearly 3 decades. Dan McCoy's ability to conquer the realm of giant tomatoes after his pumpkin triumph showcases his versatility as a gardener. His knack for coaxing massive produce from the earth is nothing short of remarkable. Number 8. 138-pound Cabbage Scott Robb from Palmer, Alaska, faced a peculiar dilemma after successfully growing a colossal 13825-pound cabbage: how to make use of such an enormous vegetable without wastage. Most people don't require an entire cabbage of that magnitude, but Scott's expertise in cultivating giant vegetables is well established. Before achieving fame with his record-breaking cabbage, Scott had already cultivated record-setting kale and turnips for over 2 decades. His entries at the Alaska State Fair always turned heads, showcasing his knack for growing exceptional produce. Wondering what it takes to nurture a cabbage weighing nearly as much as the average American woman? According to Scott, there's no secret formula. Long summer days in Alaska with minimal darkness, along with the right seeds and cultivation techniques, contribute to the growth of these gigantic cabbages. Water, fertilizer, and daily care are also vital components of their cultivation. As for the fate of his gargantuan cabbage, Scott's typical practice with large cabbages is to either donate them to a wildlife refuge or contribute them to a food bank. This ensures that his remarkable harvest benefits the community and doesn't go to waste. Scott Robb's ability to grow astonishingly large vegetables in the unique conditions of Alaska is a testament to both his skill and commitment to sustainable practices. Number 7. 18-pound sweet potato. In Chester, South Carolina, the Byers family is rewriting the rule book on cultivating colossal vegetables, proving that you don't need to be a seasoned gardener to achieve record-breaking success. Jay Byers and his 10-year-old son, Bryson, embarked on their sweet potato growing venture in April 2018, marking their first foray into this endeavor. Bryson had been eagerly anticipating the moment to dig up the large potato after rain washed away the soil encasing its crown. Little did they know the surprise awaiting them. When they finally unearthed the potato in October 2018, they were astounded by its sheer size. Not only was it massive, but the scale tipped at an impressive 18.2 pounds. While South Carolina doesn't officially record the largest sweet potatoes, the previous record in Spartanburg County stood at 12.45 pounds, grown by students from Carlisle Foster's Grove Elementary. If that sweet potato retains its title, the Byers family's haul exceeds it by nearly 6 pounds. Suffice it to say, their mammoth sweet potato could effortlessly provide enough filling for over 10 delectable sweet potato pies. Number 6. 22-pound carrot. If carrots are indeed the secret to improved vision, then Karen, the world record-breaking carrot, might grant you the ability to see through solid walls. This extraordinary discovery came courtesy of Father Chris Qualley from Minnesota, who unearthed a rather peculiar-looking carrot that would turn out to be incredibly lucrative. Weighing in at a jaw-dropping 22.4 pounds, Karen the carrot has secured her place in history as the world's heaviest carrot, dethroning Peter Glasbrook from the UK, whose carrot weighed 20 pounds and held the record since 2014. When you think of a giant carrot, you might envision a long, slender, and smooth root vegetable with a wide base and a tapered end. However, Karen is far from ordinary. She resembles a tangle of knotted carrots, as if seeds were sown in a haphazard pile and left to grow freely. If there were a world record for the ugliest carrot, Karen might have clinched that title as well. With one record already in his collection, Father Chris has set his sights on cultivating giant watermelons, pumpkins, and tomatoes. It seems like he's well on his way to becoming a heavyweight in the world of oversized produce. Number 5. 2. 624-pound pumpkin. Get ready to be stunned. Imagine a colossal pumpkin weighing a whopping 2,624.6 pounds. That's right. The world record for the largest pumpkin is held by this mammoth of a gourd, a behemoth that tips the scales at about 3/5 the weight of a giraffe, 7/10 as heavy as a car, and more than 2.5 times the weight of a polar bear. It's not every day you get to hear that your pumpkin outweighs one of those big, fluffy white bears. In a remarkable twist of fate, Germany took home the pumpkin crown twice in a 3-year span, with Matthew Williamson exhibiting this record-breaking pumpkin at the European Championship Weigh-Off event in 2016. Prior to that, the record-breaking pumpkins hailed from Canada and the United States. Benny Meyer from Germany had previously clinched the title for his country in 2014 with a 2,323.7-pound pumpkin. The world of competitive pumpkin growing is as intense as a sprint on the racetrack. Every dedicated pumpkin enthusiast strives to grow the largest pumpkin globally, and records are continually shattered. To put things into perspective, in 2014, the heaviest pumpkin on record weighed 1,446 pounds. Just 1 year later, that record was surpassed by a mere 3 pounds. The pumpkin-growing community thrives on pushing boundaries, and who knows when 2,624.6 pounds will be surpassed as well. Only time will reveal the next colossal record breaker. Number 4. 51-pound beetroot, that versatile and delicious vegetable, finds its way into various culinary creations. Whether juiced for a refreshing beverage or roasted to accompany salads, its culinary potential knows no bounds. Yet one might find themselves quickly overwhelmed by the prospect of consuming and utilizing beetroot if they were to grow one of the world's largest specimens in their garden. Enter Jake Mace, a self-proclaimed vegan athlete with a YouTube channel dedicated to urban gardening. Jake dug up a colossal beetroot that he humorously likened to a giant heart transplant. While he believes it's the biggest beet he's ever grown, he acknowledges that without measuring and weighing it, there's no certainty about its status as the largest ever. For reference, the current record for the longest beetroot belongs to Joe Atherton from the UK, whose beet measured a staggering 26 feet 1.22 inches. It was officially verified at the UK National Giant Vegetables Championship. Joe also holds records for the longest radish and the heaviest beetroot. Speaking of heavyweight beetroots, the title of the heaviest beetroot goes to the 40 family of Cwmbran, UK. Comprising Jamie, Kevin, Marjorie, and Gareth, they cultivated a colossal beetroot weighing 52 pounds and 14 ounces in 2019, eclipsing the previous record held by Ian Neal for 18 years with his 51-pound, 9.4-ounce beet. These remarkable beetroot specimens are a testament to the incredible potential that can be unearthed in the world of gardening and vegetable cultivation. Number 3. 5.6-pound avocado. What do you say when you reach for a tortilla chip at a party and discover there's no more guacamole left to dip? Well, you might just exclaim, "I've hit guac bottom." But fear not, because if the Bikini family from Hawaii is in charge of making it, there's bound to be an endless supply. In 2019, the Bikini family made headlines by setting the world record for growing the heaviest avocado ever recorded, tipping the scales at a jaw-dropping 5.6 pounds. This achievement wrested the record away from Felicidad Pastello in Hawaii, whose avocado weighed 5.5 pounds. To secure their place in the Guinness World Records, the family went on a quest to find a certified scale capable of weighing this massive avocado. Julianne Bikini explained that they received the avocado seeds that led to this record breaker from her brother-in-law, who had taken them from her parents' tree. From the time it started flowering to the moment of harvest, the entire growth process of this colossal avocado took a mere 10 months. With this gigantic avocado, the Bikini family now has the freedom to enjoy all the smashed avocado on toast they desire, and millennials may just be lining up at their door for a taste of this record-breaking culinary delight. Number 2. Longest banana plantation bananas, the versatile fruit that provides sustenance to around 400 million people as their primary source of calories, never cease to amaze. You can even use the inside skin to shine your shoes. Talk about versatility. But sometimes bananas exhibit unique characteristics in how they grow, as is the case in this remarkable backyard. Here, The Musa chiliocarpa banana plant has produced an awe-inspiring Buick, a cluster of fruit so elongated that it reaches the ground, with bananas sprouting from every nook and cranny. This highly productive tree promises an abundance of snacking opportunities in the future. While there might not be an official world record confirming that this tree yields the most fruit of all, its sheer impressiveness speaks for itself. However, if you're on the hunt for the world's largest banana, you'll have to journey to Africa. There, you'll discover the rhino horn plantain, a hybrid banana capable of growing between 12 and 14 inches long. Moreover, it can bear fruit up to 2 feet in length, guaranteeing a surplus of banana loaves from a single piece of this extraordinary fruit. Number 1. World Biggest Mango. The record for the world's biggest mango used to stand at a substantial 5.29 pounds, achieved by Colin Porter in Hawaii. However, in 2009, this record was not just broken but completely shattered when Sergio and Maria Sakura Bodhi and Gan from Iligan City, Philippines, began consistently producing mangoes ranging from 3.3 to a whopping 5.5 pounds each. Remarkably, they often gave away these colossal mangoes rather than entering them into official competitions for weighing. Their exceptional mango-growing prowess drew the attention of agricultural officials when they decided to enter one of their largest mangoes in the Agriculture Department's contest in 2009. This achievement earned them recognition from the Senate and House of Representatives, as it filled Filipinos with immense pride that such giant mangoes could be cultivated in their homeland. However, their claim to fame did not come without its skeptics. Some disbelievers, including Canadian growers and others from various countries, suggested that the mangoes were the result of performance-enhancing fertilizers. The Bodhi and Gans firmly denied these allegations, asserting that their success was born out of pure skill and dedication. They believed that the naysayers were simply envious and attempting to undermine their accomplishments. Regardless of the skeptics, the fact remains that the Bodhi and Gans have demonstrated that they possess the extraordinary ability to grow massive mangoes, each one large enough to whip up a giant mango lassi. These colossal fruits are a testament to the boundless potential of agriculture, inspiring us to imagine finding room in our refrigerators for such record-breaking produce.